to 1.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
We can't go back for things that we've missed, I don't think.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay, so the Azathoth book 9 is... Where did my notebook go? I have a little notebook and it's not. There it is. So 9 is the last number. 9 is the last number. Okay, let's go back to here.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods.
We are only pieces on the chessboard of the gods.
Protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
I think it's 3, because there's only 3 white pieces protecting a queen on the board.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry.
Ooh.
And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
The chalice of knowledge.
1, 2, 3. Okay, whoa, how am I supposed to figure this out? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 5. I think it's 5. So I think it's 539. I think it's 539. I'm a genius, maybe. I think it's 5, 3, 9. Fuck yeah! I'm a genius. This is no bueno. Death Stranding? Oh no! In the Nameless Bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside, irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Chapter 8, Riverside Institute. Ooh. I bet we're going to be Sarah Hawkins or Francis Sanders.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden.
I was totally wrong.
We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
Man's transforming.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
No.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Gross.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Bruh.
I see
Man's
signs
transforming.
of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations, and this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
Oh, God.
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations.
I don't like you.
I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These symptoms are worrisome. I've never seen anything like this. You're turning him into a monster. I don't want to go with you're turning him into a monster because I feel like Holden is way too smart of a lady to do that. So I think I want to go with these symptoms are worrisome.
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man and the others
Overreacting?
whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view.
No.
In the meantime, take care of your own patients and
No.
try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Wow. Don't threaten me, motherfucker.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
This man? Hidden files are proof. Nobody mentioned crimes for now. Stay out of this.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
At least we can... Oh.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
So we're killing people by trying to infuse them with... Well, I'm not. Fuller is killing them by trying to turn them into Cthulhu beings. Cephalopod is like octopus.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
So...
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
What the fuck is this place?
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
What the fuck does that mean?
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Help that man.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Oof.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Irene Sanders! The file describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the Riverside Institute, as well as the treatment administered to her. Fuller added a handwritten note. He recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet rest that she needs.
Mrs. Sanders?
Into the thick of it. We're into the thick of it.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Look at all the sleeping pills. Turpentine. Nothing interest here, no? Nope.
What
Yep.
is the boiler room key doing here?
Take it, bitch.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Okay, apparently we're not taking it. But the boiler room sounds like the place we need to go.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Everything good?
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination.
Oh my god.
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia.
Ugh.
In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
Ugh. I don't even know what that is. Dysgeusia? It's nice to walk around here and not have to worry about, being caught.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Okay. Hey!
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're a bad liar. I will prescribe you something.
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
Yes.
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Do we think those two are boning?
I honestly don't want to talk to random strangers. I don't really care.
Dr. Colden.
Okay, well, fuck you. Ooh.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
I wonder if this is like when we came in. The file is strangely incomplete and the detail in the treatment is not given. It does not respect standard practice.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood.
As they should.
Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Okay.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Are you the family?
Where did my fiancé go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
So wait, then are you the family?
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Ooh. Oh, you look like the angry family, if I'm gonna be honest.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Ha! Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. What's happening in here?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Interesting.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Ugh. Ugh. God. Sad. Sad is what it is. Just exploring all over the place, don't mind me. Oh, hiding spaces. Hate that.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Wow, fuck you.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Huh. Distract Donovan, cut off the water.
Everybody says it. She's a witch.
The door to the boiler room is locked. Where
Well,
did I see that key?
I know where that key is.
Yes. The office in Block B.
Yup. If I could have just grabbed it in the first place. Don't mind me. Nothing.
The key to the boiler
see
room.
here. Go
All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Nothing to see here. Just a doctor doing her job. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Whoopsie-daisy. Oh, dear God in heaven. What? Whoopsie-poopsie. Oh, apparently not.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
What are we looking for? What are we looking for? Yeah, patients just out in the hallway. Seems totally
No,
normal.
you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl.
Homo delinquitante? This pseudo-scientific work of Cesar Lambrasso correlates an individual's morphology with the criminal predispositions. The seriousness of the study and the accuracy of the demonstrations can deceive an uninformed reader.
And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Huh.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
What the? What kind of practice is this place?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Okay, wait. I need a tool. Where do we think we're gonna find a tool?
Everybody says it.
We've already been
She's
in
a
there.
witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
I don't blame
What
you,
a
girl. I don't
mess.
blame you.
It's so
Okay, and now we're back into the wing. Okay. What's over here? Storage room. Medicine and secret sciences. Okay, nothing in here. It's a toilet. Oh, hey. Don't mind if I do. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. I am a medical professional. Good job, girl. Oopsie daisy. Didn't
I feel
do-
guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
No,
It's
no, 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 no,
temperamental,
no, no.
if I understand correctly.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Oh, Elizabeth, I'm so sorry. Oof, I hate that I did that to her.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Of course they are. Burned in the fire.
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
A study of the Stendhal syndrome, a particularly rare mental illness. Subjects display mental disorders linked to an exposure to works of art.
I should go another way.
Oh, that's the, like, main door, isn't it? Interesting.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Yeah, they are 100% facing the wrong direction. Oh, dear God in heaven.
I've unlocked.
Oh, well, that was way easier than I thought it was.
I was right.
The cylinder is hidden inside Fuller's office. Thoughts and Sarah Hawkins. Well, don't mind if I do.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
Appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Are we not going to talk about that shoe? Are we not going to talk about the shoe? Are we really not going to talk about that shoe?
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Are we still not going to talk about the shoe in the drawer? Okay, we're still not going to talk about the shoe in the drawer. Is there... We've got a finger... Oh, hey.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
So Fitzroy is somehow linked to it, and he's angry about something going on.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three? Occult.
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set them all in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
You killed them?
Why is Ethan on medication?
What are we looking for? What are we looking for, guys? Oh, now we're looking for the shoe.
Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
Well, no shit.
I must go back to the basement.
Oof, duh. We probably shouldn't leave out that way. Oh, let's go save Elizabeth if we can. Oh, I don't know where she went. I'm coming! Oh my god. Horrifying. Oops. It's the end of stream. I need to get to another save point. Oh my god. Are we just not gonna talk about this? Okay, nope, can't go into the Francis room. Can you go this way? Yep. Oh, dear God, hi.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Man's poisoned us!
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
It was Charles Hawkins. I've done nothing wrong.
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
Yeah.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
I'm not sure. I saw through someone's eyes Marie Colden was there.
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Will you teach me? I'm going to trust Algernon because he was working with Sarah Hawkins and was hiding things from Charles Hawkins, who is the bad guy. I'm trusting Algernon.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion.
Look at his arm. He's got it written
now
down
go.
on his arm.
Rescue the doctor.
Thank you, Drake.
After this, then we have to end stream. Once this saves, then we'll be done. Lordy. Chapter 9, Riverside Institute. The book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into his office and discovered that the director of the Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of, Sarah Hawkins. But she was discovered by Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late. He has a sick-ass name, right? Algernon Drake. Game saved.
I pray
Perfect.
that Colden is really here and alive.
The timeline is getting really weird. The timeline is getting very, 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 very weird. You know the game is good when things like this start to happen, where you have no idea what the timeline is, but it's not so confusing that you're annoyed, but you're intrigued.